Okay. Nick, you're the best. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with the greatest men's physique athlete in the entire men's physique division, Jeremy Buendia, getting back into that winning circle, and this happened after 7 long years. So first of all, massive respect for him for doing this show this close to the Olympia when he did not have to, because as a 4 times Olympia champion, Jeremy is qualified for life. So the guy fighting Jeremy for the top spot here, that was Ben Quill, and that is a top 10 Olympian from last year. So Jeremy is well on his way to present an overall awesome package at this upcoming Mr. Olympia. So part of the reason why he did this show is because last time when he did the Olympia, which was back in 2023, according to him, he totally messed up his peak. So this was like a litmus test for him and his coach. And let's just keep the discussion of how he's gonna do, how he's gonna compare against the top 4 at the Olympia this year aside. This was overall an awesome package by Jeremy. Kind of too bad they do not judge the legs in the men's physique division, because the legs on Jeremy, they look pretty damn awesome here. Because even if you look at that top 2 comparison, you can see that the quads and the calves, they were looking a lot better on Jeremy than Ben. And that is why he had that better overall flow. Now, I'm not gonna say that this was his best ever, but this was definitely a lot better than his Olympia 2023 look. His midsection was also looking very dry and very ripped, which is something that has always been his biggest weakness. Now, Jeremy still thinks that he has what it takes to be in that Olympia top 3. Now, he does have very impressive shoulder width, amazing chest development, but he's gonna struggle against the top guys when they all turn around. And that is why so many people out there, they do not believe that Jeremy is gonna be in the first call out. But that being said, coming back into that winner circle one more time after 7 years, he deserves massive respect for that. So throughout his career, he was perceived as the villain. The upcoming Olympia, that is gonna be his last show, and he must get a proper farewell. So where do you guys think Jeremy's physique is gonna place at the Olympia this year? Can he be in that top 6? Before you scroll or blink too hard, have you subscribed yet? Please don't make me bring out the emotional blackmail. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It's free, it's painless, and that makes me look way cooler than I actually am.
Striated hammies, striated glutes, and a big back.
Yeah, but that's only 2 poses.
That's all I need.
Next up, we have a 19 days out physique update from the mutant Nick Walker. Now, in my opinion, his waistline won't get any smaller. That isn't how it works. But he has gained so much size and he has gained so much width that it's quite possible that his waistline might appear a bit smaller at the Olympia stage this year compared to what we saw at the Pittsburgh Pro and the New York Pro, especially if his quad sweep that is also improved. So Jay Cutler never had a small waistline, but he had enormous width and he had humongous quads. And at the end of the day, it is all about creating that illusion of having an X-frame, of having a V-taper on the stage. So Nick at the moment is at that stage of his prep where he's feeling very invincible. Forget about Derek Lunsford for a moment, as Nick himself thinks that he already beat him at the Pittsburgh Pro. Nick right now isn't even sparing the reigning Olympia champion Samson Can.
Why?
I win side shots. I'll win the most muscular. I'll give him the front shots. Ab and thigh, definitely mine.
Okay. Nick, you're the best. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
He isn't going for top 3. His only aim, that is to take out the champion. And can we all agree that both him and Derek, they are gonna beat Samson Can in both the back shots? So there has been a lot of trash talk done by the mutant going into this year's Mr. Olympia. Now he must back that up on the stage, because if we go by statistics, he has never beaten either Hadi Choopan or Derek Lunsford ever in his career. And he has only beaten Samson Can once, and that was back at the Olympia 2022. So Nick is without a doubt the biggest freak in town in the men's open. Nobody in that first call out can outmuscle him, and if he comes in with that crazy hard conditioning like the Pittsburgh Pro and that too with another 5 to 7 pounds of solid muscle on his frame, he's gonna be trouble for everyone. So day 2 of the Persian Wolf, going through the training camp with his coach and trainer Hadi Choopan. Now I don't wanna stir up any controversy here, but what was the reason of Hadi Choopan announcing his retirement from the coaching scene, especially coaching elite athletes? So last year he had 3 Olympia champions on his roster, Hadi, Derek and Chris Bumstead. So did he just change his mind as this year went on, or is he just helping Hadi Choopan for this upcoming Mr. Olympia? Nevertheless, the man is the greatest bodybuilding guru of all time, especially in terms of how many Olympia titles his athletes have won. And as fans, we are so glad that Hadi Choopan is gonna be peaked to perfection for this upcoming Mr. Olympia, because we all know Hadi Choopan, he has a great eye. So as stated previously, this is the strongest Hadi Choopan has ever looked this close to the show, as per Hadi Choopan. I mean, the man is pushing the entire stack so effortlessly, and that too while being 3 weeks out. And this is exactly what we expect from Hadi Choopan. So did they go for more size, considering they were chasing a guy like Samson who weighed more than 300 pounds on the stage? So it has been stated over and over again that Hadi Choopan's Arnold Ohio look from last year, that is going to give all these guys a very serious run for their money. And what if Hadi Choopan, he comes in looking bigger and better than his Arnold Ohio look? That's also 100% a possibility, because no one out there in that Olympia top 6 had more time than Hadi Choopan to improve, to come in bad this year, as he took the entire year off. Next up, we have a 19 days old physique update from the former Classic Physique Olympia champion, Breon, who by the way also holds the record of not skipping even a single Classic Physique Olympia ever since this division was created. So this will be his 10th Mr. Olympia appearance, and safe to say that this is gonna be his toughest one to date, because it's a very simple fact: time stops for no one, and Breon is now 46. Now we know most muscular, that isn't a mandatory pose in Classic Physique, but we can see the signs of his physique kind of aging, especially if we analyze that picture. Now the age isn't the only reason why this will be a tough one for Breon. The fact is, he was confused for most part of this year on whether he's doing 212 or Classic Physique, and then at one point he made the announcement that he is most probably gonna skip the Olympia this year entirely. And then at 12 weeks out, he made the announcement that he's staying in Classic for another year. So there is no denying the fact that Breon turned out to be one of the best athletes to step on the stage in Classic Physique. But also even he himself would agree that he would have looked a lot better if he did 212, because he was just restricting his physique from growing, from getting bigger since 2017. And that is the year he won his first ever Mr. Olympia. So if all the guys, they show up at their 100%, Breon won't be in that top 3, despite the fact that both Sebum and Urs, they aren't a factor anymore. So Hunter Labrada is well on his way to make a very strong comeback next year. So there is still some discomfort on his shoulder while doing certain movements, but the size and the strength, that is creeping up, and very fast. So this is what happens when these guys let their system and receptors freshen up for a while. And for Hunter, this was his very first time taking some time off since he won his first pro show, and this was the first time he took the whole year off. He got that shoulder surgery done, and while going through the rehab, he detoxed, he let his system recover. Now you can only imagine how difficult it would have been to predict this year's Olympia top 6 if Hunter was also in the mix. But of course he's gonna be there next year, hopefully better than ever. So just because his father, that is a legend of the sport, and some of the fans, they do not agree with the placings that he has gotten earlier in his career, and he was kind of a disliked bodybuilder, but he changed all that up by showing up at his all-time best at his last competition, the Olympia last year, especially at the prejudging. So Hunter's 2021 versus 2024 physique side by side, and he makes that old physique look like an amateur. A lot of improvements have been done and more are expected for 2026. So hit the thumbs up button if you like the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.